If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Well, hey friends, welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're going to do a little something different. We have a kit guitar that we're going to explore together. Going to do an unboxing, some first impressions of the guitar that's in this box. So far on the channel for the past year or so, we've looked at primarily Telecasters and Strats. Now we're going to venture off into the exciting land of single cut guitars. That's right, Les Paul copies. We've got our first contestant of the channel up. What I'm looking for is a sub $300 Les Paul copy that plays good, sounds good, and feels good in these old rock and roll hands. Let's get into it. Stick around, man. Let's have some fun. So, we're going to open this bad boy up, see what we got. This guitar, what will be a guitar, is surprisingly a Leo Jaymz guitar. A guitar build, to be more specific. Those of you who hang on the channel know about my sordid history with Leo Jaymz Company. And a couple of Telecasters that came through the shop. Oh, by the way, if it's your first time hanging out with us, welcome to the channel. Come back anytime and hang out with us at TED Talks, Guitars, and Life. So I have said in previous videos, including the videos where I talked about the Leo Jaymz Telecasters that I've received on the channel, that I did not have a problem with Leo Jaymz guitars. That remains true. I had a huge problem with those specific guitars and the lack of what I thought was an appropriate amount of concern and make it right attitudes, which I did not receive from the company. That being said, in this box we have a guitar. I ordered the Leo Jaymz guitar kit, single cut edition. I'm going to start with the neck box, and it looks to be a neck. We will come back later and we will do a deep dive. I'll check the frets and I'll do some other things like that, but for right now I just want to unbox everything and see if I can confirm that I don't have any issues with what I've received. So this is the guitar neck. It is very cold outside. This is Texas and we're not supposed to have winter, but we are having it. And we'll take a closer look at everything in just a few moments. Right out of the box, I do not have, I wouldn't call them sharp fret ends. You can definitely feel them. And this guitar is unfinished, of course. We do have a nice kind of scarf joint here. You can probably see that in the camera. That's a good sign. And it looks like I don't have any visible damage to the neck. Does the truss rod work? I don't know. We'll find out. Do we have high frets? I don't know. We will find out. Anyway, set this to the side for a moment. Man, how's your day going, man? I've had a great day today. I am glad to be talking guitars and life after a day of meetings and all the things that I do. The box is going to hit the ground. There you go. Yeah, so about that. Okay, so true to Leo Jaymz Company, we've got our online music lessons from Fret Zealot. I've never checked that out. I didn't get that far with the other guitars. And a single cut Leo Jaymz user's manual. which we will be checking out and following. You may have noticed on the neck that this is not a bolt-on neck. This is a slide it in the body kind of a neck, or a fit neck. Get your terminology straight. Yeah, get my terminology straight. That would be helpful. And we should have a guitar body. And she is a chunky guitar body. Has a little bit of heft to it, which for an LP copy, not out of the ordinary. There you go. Alright. That's what we're rocking on the back. The sides. Got some weird looking stuff. Anyway, we'll do close-ups and all that in a minute. I'm just trying to get a direct feel. Yeah, we've got some weirdness there in the neck pocket. Again, close-ups are coming, guys. I'm just giving it a kind of a once-over here, kind of see what we've got. So we are looking at, should be, a mahogany body with a veneer on top. I think that looks pretty cool. I am going to attempt to do a sunburst, kind of a honey burst deal on this bad boy right here. So the neck pocket looks a little bit weird to me. I will show you what I mean specifically a little bit later, but for right now I just want to see what's up. Well, fits in there all right. Okay. Yeah, so this is a set neck, so there's no bolt-on situation. So I will be gluing the neck in when the time comes. And I think that you can probably get a feel for just kind of the weird kind of binding imperfections right there. But anyway, so we've got all this going for us so far. And then we've got a box which I suspect is going to be filled with electronic parts, which I intend to use primarily because at this point in time I do not have, I don't know if it's any or many is the right word, but about the only thing I have for an LP, I think, in my bag of tricks is going to be, probably some speed knobs over there in the shop desk, the shop drawer. It's just my study. Yes, everybody knows it's just my study. So, we have two humbucker pickups that are attached. Everything is attached. That's kind of weird. But okay. Alright. Didn't expect it to be attached already. But that's alright. I can unattach it and hook it up. And then we've got the output jack, which is also, looks like already soldered and connected. Interesting. We've got about 8 feet of copper shielding. That'll come in handy some point down the road. You know what, guys? Let me get you in here just a little bit closer to the action. Stand by. Okay, so we're back. So, a couple of things that I'll just show you. I think I can pick them up from here without doing much of a close-up. You can see how on the binding here you've got a lip right here. Again, the neck fit in there. I don't know that that's much of a problem. It is flush with the top here, but there is kind of a gap here. I've never had a set neck before, so maybe that's normal. The other thing that's weird is that around the logo, there's this like white, it almost looks like a water stain. Kind of, I don't know if you could pick that up in the camera or not. It's kind of weird. Could be glue. I mean, I would say it was buffing compound, but there's no buffing compound here. But everything else on the body, oh, here's the other interesting thing. So see if I can spin you around here. So you've got a lip here on the binding. That's about a, oh man, I don't have my ruler here, but that's probably a good 1.5 mils in the center sticking up. And then it's just not, the binding is not flush with the body itself. You see that? How that's raised. So we'll definitely have to be figuring out what to do with that. Can I sand that down? Sure. Should I have to? I wouldn't think so. And then here's a better shot of that kind of weird looking. I mean, if you were going to do this with a natural finish, just throw some tongue oil on here or something. That's pretty gnarly looking. I intend to dye it. Will that matter? I don't know. I don't know. Am I being nitpicky, guys? You tell me. But it is, the veneer itself is pretty. Looks like I've got a little bit of glue or something right down here. I'm not quite sure what that is. But hopefully that will be, hopefully the whole thing's usable. I mean, I don't have any intention of doing anything other than painting this guitar and putting it together and jamming out, but we'll see about that. So let me set the body to the side for a moment. Yeah, that raised binding is just, man, I find that really, I don't know, man. I'm not going to say anything about quality control and Leo in this vid, or I'm going to try not to. All right, look at that. You got a cloth strap. It's pretty interesting. I mentioned the manual before. Big glossy pictures. So easy a Ted could do it. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? All right. So I've heard about this, man. I've seen a couple of these kits on Sean and Kathy's channel, Scar My Guitar. And so I expected this. So all of the screws are kind of individually numbered and wrapped. Oh, look at that, man. You got strap locks. That's interesting. So you don't just get strap buttons, you get a whole locking system. All right, Leo, I see you, man. That's cool. Got a nice poker chip in there, it looks like. Kind of a cream color. Got your bridge post. Yeah, man. So got your tuning machine, ferrules, nuts, those kind of things. And you've got your little base for your pick guard, man. I don't want to put this pick guard on the guitar, but we'll see about that. Got kind of a creamish color, and it goes with the holes up this way. The screws sit down inside. It's a good thing because the back of this is just really ugly, man. But anyway, got that. Got your basic cord. In here, we've got some tuners. And we've got some bridge pieces, is what I'm thinking. If you like this kind of content, why don't you like the video? Consider subscribing to the channel. Come back anytime and hang out with us at Ted Talks Guitars and Life. And now, let's get back to it. Cheesy tuners. What'd you expect? It's a kit guitar. So, I I don't know that I expected cheesy necessarily. So you got your basic top hat, volume and tone knobs. I've got some speed knobs in the drawer over there that I will probably be using, is what I'm thinking right now. I do have some hip shot locking 3x3 tuners that I may have to steal from my Epiphone acoustic. There you go. Control output cavity. Some strings that I don't think will see the light of day. Not in this shop, probably. We'll see about that. Yeah, kind of have your nondescript. Yeah, look at that. No markings at all. Non-common on this kind of a deal. No writing at all. To be expected, because and I'm saying it's to be expected because I've watched Sean and Kathy do a couple of these. I didn't expect there to be any writing on that. Smells kind of funky. I don't know if that's the paper or the. But this is unusual. I think that all of this is together. It's kind of weird because you're gonna have to take all this apart to put it on the guitar. But anyway, it is what it is, man. So you've got your two humbuckers. On the back of them, there is no writing on this one, and no writing on this one. So the manual may give us an indication that, hey, maybe the red one is this and the yellow one is that, and tell us which one is which in terms of the neck or bridge, and we can always just figure that out by connecting it. And if we have to, we can move things around and find out how that goes. Well, guys, it looks like all the parts are here for the Leo Jaymz Single Cut DIY Kits User Manual. Jack. So I think we're good on that, man. I think we're good to go. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to check this neck and the frets, and this is an interesting color choice, I think. Here it's almost a goldish, almost yellow, and the binding is white. Interesting. And you can kind of see just the kind of ugliness that is some glue buildup or something here. And guys, I'm not picking on the guitar, man. I'm just pointing out what I see. It is pre-drilled for the holes. You got a hole here that didn't really get. I mean, it's kind of sort of there, but got something in it. So yeah, there's no writing on anything. That's okay. There's a good look at that scarf joint I was mentioning. And the bottom of the neck. The heel looks good. I mean, it's all in one piece is what I mean by looking good. Yeah. So, yeah, there's nothing like, my fingers are not bleeding. It's not like super sharp or anything like that. You can feel them. If I run my fingers this way over the first fret, I've got a little bit of a catch there. And so, you know, clearly these frets need to be, they would need to be polished anyway. So how much are these kits? So these kits are available on Amazon. You can buy them at other resellers like TEMU. Yeah, you could just kind of see here how there's just some weird kind of looking things there. I think I could live with all of that. But on Amazon, I'll put a link to in the description below. These kits run $179 on Amazon. TEMU, I've seen them for $149, something like that. I'm sure you can get them at other places, but $179 on Amazon, and I'll put that link in the description below. I don't know why I've said that 5 times already. Maybe I just want you to know how much it costs and where you can find one. So the fingerboard looks good to me. I mean, it's a nice dark kind of a ebony rosewood kind of looking thing. The binding looks pretty good. Again, the frets are, the edges are protruding the binding in a couple of places. I've got a couple of, they're not sharp this way, but you can, when you do this, you can kind of feel, you can feel a little bit of just some unpleasantness. So I'm going to put this on the bench. We're going to go ahead and check some frets and see what we're up against by way of any potential fret work. Yeah, let's do that. So I got this Leo Jaymz Kit Guitar in the mail today. A couple of issues. One, this looks suspiciously to me like water stains, like the guitar had been underwater or something at some point. But the main thing is this lip of this binding sticking up, protruding the body. The other issue I have is the binding is flush with the wood right here, but there is a piece missing right there. I think you can see it. So it's got some other imperfections, stuff like this. And the top of the body on the left-hand side of this video, you can tell how it's kind of misshaped a little bit. Anyway, man, I don't know if I'm being too picky or what, but looking for some thoughts, phone a friend type deal. What do you think about this? Can I sand that down? Does that matter? What do you think? Okay, guys. Well, I was thinking about this binding situation. Again, without the neck on, the binding protrudes the body. It's higher than the body is what I mean. And so if I put this neck in the guitar, and again, this has to be glued, it hadn't been any of that, and I press down on it, I can get pretty good, I think, but maybe the binding is supposed to stick up over the body so that it holds that up. I don't know that that is a fantastic design in my view. And in doing that, I've got a little bit of a gap here between the neck and the body. So those of you who have these kits, see if I press down here, I get a little bit of a gap here. If I press down here, I get a little bit of a gap here. So maybe what I need to do is just get it where this binding is flat. So if you look at it like this, you can tell that the binding is not exactly flat. Maybe you can't see that. It's a little bit higher right where my finger is. And so it kind of bows up right here in the middle. You'll see here is the extra lip above the body of the guitar. That is about 1 mil at its highest point, and then it goes down to non-existent here on the corner, and around the edge pretty much 0.5 mil, and as I'm moving my ruler around, it's taking off some glue or something. But yeah, if I do this, you can kind of tell if you watch the ruler closely. You see how that's not level. Then you come down here and it's level. So you got, well, I don't know, pretty much level. I don't know how much this if this is just a deformity here or what. But the neck pocket itself, so the neck, we've got to have it sitting flush, right? So you can kind of tell how that's, even that is tilted like this. And so as you go up the edge, it just gets kind of worse the more you get on the ledge, on the lip of this. So I don't know. If I followed that down and I'm just body to body, it's still kind of slanted a little bit. I don't know, man. Seems like this should be perfectly flat, right? That looks pretty good. But you see how everything is angling like this. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking through. I don't know. I'm considering sending it back, or I'm considering sanding it. I don't know what I'm doing. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you would do. And yeah. Anyway, that's the update. It looks like the neck wants to rest on that. And because it's not even, it's causing a little bit of a bowing to occur, where I can't get flush on both sides. 179, Leo Jaymz. Is it worth it? I don't know, guys. The jury's out for me, man. The jury is out, my friends. We shall see. Well, as always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. We'll catch you down the road.